on the opposition benches.
To Eilidh Whiteford.
Mr Speaker, I do think the Supreme Court ruling last week is a damning indictment of the Government's willingness to make disabled people and their families bear the brunt of austerity cuts.
Hear, hear, hear.
The court ruling follows hard on the heels of a report by the UN Committee on the Rights of Disabled People, also published in recent days, which, among other conclusions, notes that this Government's measures have, quote, caused financial hardship to persons with disabilities, resulting in arrears, debts, evictions and cuts to essentials. I'm sorry that it's necessary today to remind the Secretary of State that, according to the Government's own impact assessment, across the UK, around 2/3 of the households affected by the bedroom tax are the home of a disabled adult. In Scotland, the proportion is a massive 80%, and I'm proud that the Scottish Government has taken action to protect all families affected by it. But will the Government now recognise that the bedroom tax has failed in its objectives, that it continues to harm disabled people, and finally call time on this destructive and discriminatory experiment?
Hear, hear, hear.
I don't agree with the honourable lady about that, and indeed nor does the Supreme Court. As I've said, they had 7 cases before them. 5 of them they found in favour of the Government. So I think the honourable lady is wrong saying that the policy has been in any way found unlawful. And she will have seen my response to the UN report, which I thought was out of date, and also just took completely the wrong approach, measuring the effectiveness of a policy towards disabled people purely by the amount of benefits spent. Actually, it's the amount of practical help they can get. The fact that we've had 300,000 more disabled people going to work in recent years shows, I think, the success of the Government's policies in helping disabled people, and I hope that on the opposition benches as well there will be a welcome for the recent Green Paper we produced, which will provide more practical help for disabled